I'm Tyler.
I'm Heidi.
We've been married for 6.5 years, and we would like to share with you guys our story.
We actually met, we were each other's first love. I think we were 14 or 15, and we took a decade break. I know over the years I kind of thought about him a little bit, and I remember reaching out to him. We were both single, and so we started the pursuit to our relationship, and we just knew it was meant to be when we first started talking. Life was good, we got married, we had a baby, and then it was like, something's wrong, something's going on. So Tyler was having issues with drinking. I was trying to seek validation in other ways because I wasn't getting it from him. And that's when God really had an intervention with us. So we met with Ed, we started in restoration.
Everything was going good. I don't think I was in the right spot to even be trying to restore myself until I was addicted to alcohol, and I needed help with that before I pursued any farther than where I was at. Ed really helped me through that, and so I made a call one day to try to get into an inpatient rehab facility. I called, and somehow, some way, it called a place down in Los Angeles, and I pretty much just told family members and told my work, and everyone was super cool about it. Went there and learned more than I could have ever imagined, being there for a month, and coming back, everyone was super supportive. But then it felt like the journey just started. We gotta relearn how to live life and save our marriage at the same time, and
just break a lot of those chains.
Break a lot of chains and learn new habits. And so that's when Ed really, really helped me, even more than he already had. And I was able to finish up restoration and learn so much.
Well, and I remember when he was gone, I was dealing with my own spiritual warfare, all of a sudden kind of single momming it and being the main provider, and it was just a lot, and it was super overwhelming. I remember praying every night with our little baby at the time, dear God, please let daddy come home happy and healthy. But at the same time, I was in a super vulnerable spot and just going into probably situations that I shouldn't have, in bad spots. And I just remember hyperventilating and thinking I cannot lose this marriage. I don't want a failed marriage. And so Ed, and then Restoration Ministries was intertwined, kind of holding my hand while he was gone, to be able to allow me to realize what forgiveness is. Can I do this? Who's holding my hand? Restoration in God. I can get through this. I just needed somebody to believe in me or in us. And when he got home, it was all sorts of challenges. He said, the journey just began there. So we learned we're learning all these tools in restoration, and we started restoration together, and then he was gone in rehab, and then he finished up when he got back. In the meantime, I was doing restoration throughout, and it was just crazy how God was incorporating the things we learned in this class to our real life and making it applicable to be able to stand each other again, to be in one room together and not hate each other for a second. It was always deeply rooted in love, but it was hard.
There's so many bumps down the road. It's not like you learn all this stuff and it's smooth sailing. It's work. You got to put it in, and there's bumps all the way along. It's
healing yourself, really. I think restoration really healed ourselves to be able to come together in a marriage.
Yes.
And it was imperfect, it was messy, but it was just godly. From start to finish, we just had a protection bubble around us to be able to get us through the hardest time of our life. When we got healthy, we had another baby. And then, we moved to what feels like our dream place, and, we're just started a company. But it's really cool because what's really serendipitous, we said about you coming today, is that this is his 4-year anniversary sober. And I'm what are the odds? What's the timing of that? That's God's timing, Yeah, I remember Ed talking about how there's a choice, choosing love is, for example, choosing to get up with your child every night. That's kind of what a marriage is like, right? It's sacrifice. It's not really wanting to do it, but it's making that decision to go get your crying baby and help each other out in those scenarios. But that's how marriage is. I mean, it's choosing each other day after day when it would be easier sometimes to walk away.
Marriage isn't easy. It's you both have to be willing to put in work. It, like I said, it's a choice. It's not, marriage isn't a feeling. If you're both willing to put in the work and you love each other, then you have the potential to be unstoppable. It is the most rewarding thing. One of the most rewarding things is a healthy marriage in life, I feel like.